Put the 30
Hey
seconds.
everybody, how you doing? Hi, welcome to the show.
Yes, hi guys. We will be right back after this important message. All right, guys. Well, hi everybody. What am I doing here with this guy right here? What? Why are we together again? Well, guys, because we are actually at a familiar time. Remember, I mentioned a while back that we were going to do something very, very new here. I am Lenins Kitchen, and of course, my new cohort of this very
Core whore? So what? Am I a prostitute or something?
no.
Bitch, please, I got other things to take care of. I shall do it for you. This is the Kitchen Lounge, where we talk everything food, but with a little twist.
Yes, that's right, guys. Welcome to the Kitchen Lounge, the sequel to the Kitchen News, where we separate the numbers from the facts. So, we are now going to provide you with important news for you guys to understand. We have a lot to talk about. Inflation has really hit home in many, many areas this week. But
It
first,
hits everywhere.
let's take a live look outside. It's dark. Alex, what's our weather like?
Our weather in good old San Antonio, Texas, as I'm going to get it from my phone over here. Didn't expect you to do this on the right now. It's 42 degrees, as you can all see over here. The high today it was 63. Tomorrow's high will be about 67, and right around on the new week we are going to be into the 80s, and we're going to be in the low 80s with Saturday with a 30% chance of thunderstorms. And as we go back to my hometown of Camel, California, it's pretty much going to be in the 60s to the 70s and 159 degrees. It's sunny, and we got a 50% chance of rain coming on Thursday, this coming Thursday.
And that's nothing. But yes, thank you for our weather update, Mr. Perez. Yes, guys, we are definitely going to begin with, of course. If things can't get worse, things get worse. Our lovely fast food chains have also hit a punch here. Uh,
Oh yes, and it's just you back then you could just go in for a burger for like 15 cents. Now you could just pay like $3 for, or you'd be lucky to pay $2 for a burger. Now you could just probably say, unless if it's a 5-star quality burger, you probably are going to say pay a $7 burger. And I got the
mhm.
article right here. Inflation is reshaping the fast food menu.
All right.
It's not as affordable as it used to be, and the value menus are another victim of inflation and the pandemic. Chains have to. Let me take a sip of water.
Wait, did you load it on here or are you reading it?
It's right here. I loaded on here.
Oh, why isn't my mouse cooperating with me today?
It hates you.
Oh, here we go. Now what's it say? Save?
I'll read it. Fast food isn't as affordable as it used to be, and value menus are another victim of inflation and the pandemic. Chains have to consider raising prices thanks to new and costly challenges that have emerged, like inflation and growing labor costs. Kanalowski Equity Research CEO Mark Kalzaki told Insider they don't necessarily want to discount as heavily as they did a few years ago, so low cost value menus can be the easiest choice to go. One way to quietly raise prices by swapping lower cost ingredients or shrinking portion sizes. You know, another thing I also want to talk about is, have you noticed in the years, this also applies to grocery products, Lennon? Have you noticed that the Big Mac, they recently brought back the Big King, the regular Big King, and have you noticed it got even smaller than the last time it was revealed in 2013?
Yes, it has gotten smaller. And actually, the sad thing, I love McDonald's, no disrespect to McDonald's, but you guys, y'all's burgers are toddler size.
Yeah, the Big Mac, it just fits in the size of the palm of your hand. Hey, I wasn't born in the 70s, but I remember the Big Mac was a Big Mac.
It was
And when a few years ago, when they released the Mac Jr. and the Grand Mac was the equivalent size of a Big Mac from the 60s. Excuse me, gas.
oh boy, that's what happens when you eat pizza.
Yes, and I know a lot of people are going to say, why? Tell them what I had.
He had Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
I just go there for the food. I don't go for the parties. I'm
Yes.
26 years old. I could go to Dave and Buster's.
Yes, he does.
Plain and simple. Ingredients or shrinking portion sizes to make the meal seem cheaper. David Henkes of Techomic told CNBC. Domino's is adopting this strategy by downsizing its $7.99 wing deal from 10 pieces to 8 pieces. Why? The pizza chain also made the deal exclusive to online orders, which Allison said is cheaper to process and gives Domino's access to more valuable customer data. Despite projections for between 8 and 10% inflation in 2022, Allison explained on CNBC that the chain decided not to increase the price, which customers were already familiar with. Hey, we were just talking about this. Burger King made a similar move, reducing nuggets in one meal from 10 to 8. Yeah, I remember earlier this year, I was going to try to order 10. I was like, why 8? That doesn't seem right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, at least you can still get 10 chicken McNuggets at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah. You can always cheat.
Speaking of McDonald's, now they're selling the sodas from $1 to a different price, as that you could get any size for $1. Just like at Dollar Tree, now we call it $1.25 tree.
Oh, man. It has a little extra tree on the side.
And we're not talking about, hey, there's a screen. I'm looking at the article and looking at screen here at the same time. That's why I said that. Oh, this is what happens when you don't read a lot of articles. You get tongue-tied. Then some chains opted to eliminate some of the lower price deals. Burger King is eliminating paper coupons and making around a dozen changes to the U.S. menus to increase profits, the chain said, including raising prices on nuggets, fries, and bacon cheeseburgers. Denny's is reducing promotions of low-priced menu items and stopped advertising its value menu of items starting at $2.
Oh.
Straight menu price increases are the most common way brands to do this, though they ideally like to keep it quiet. I think they keep it quiet because the public doesn't want to react to it.
I know.
They don't. They want to make the most money.
Yeah.
As brands eliminate or raise prices on lower price items, they shift from promoting combos or more expensive long-term offerings. Taco Hell, which once seemed to be the last refuge of dollar menus and fast food. Yeah, we like to nickname fast food restaurants like Taco Bell, for example. It raised prices by 10% between last year of July and including July 2020. An analysis by Gordon Haskett found.
Oh, I thought it was Gordon Ramsay.
Since then, get out of my kitchen! No! I'm trying to read! Since then, Taco Bell is focused on See what you did? Since then, Taco Bell is focused on combo meals exclusively available online and higher priced limited time items. The chain brought back the grilled cheese burrito in November, which helped boost profits for the first time it was sold in July 2020. Taco Bell also recently promoted wings for just 1 week, which were priced at $5.99 for 5 wings. This is an example of a menu shift, where a chain rolls out more expensive offerings while quietly taking cheaper ones off the menu without us knowing.
Oh.
Isn't that great? No, because some of us like smaller items. Like, this is unrelated, but I'll give you an example. Well, they did remove it quietly. Remember those 3rd pound Angus burgers?
Yes.
I don't even know why they got rid of it. I like to have those sometime.
I know.
Inflation hit fast food along with the rest of the economy as ingredients and labor both become more expensive because nobody wants to work. Get off your ass and get a job. That's all I have to say about the fast food industry.
Oh man, yeah, it's really crazy and sad. Restaurants are. It's. Alex, what are your honest thoughts with this?
I'm just going to say this. They need to stop with this inflation and just make it affordable to everybody.
Exactly. And now, Hershey's.
Stop it. We're talking about Doritos.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Doritos, your
Yes.
favorite chip, has
And this
released
is a very weird combo. You like hot ranch? I don't like ranch. I like spicy products, but when you have ranch and flaming hot combined, that doesn't seem right. Look at this. But this will not taste well. Doritos is mashing it up with one of the most iconic flavors with some heat for the new flavor. Frito-Lay is introducing the Doritos Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch flavor tortilla chip, combining the fans for the classic Cool Ranch with the spice of the spicy crunch. Why do I keep doing that?
because you had pizza.
Yes, and water. Doritos is the latest addition of the company's Flamin' Hot lineup of snacks. Since the original of Cheetos Crunch Flamin' Hot. Yeah, that's where the Flamin' Hot originated from, Cheetos.
Mm-hmm.
The spicy snacks have exploded across aisles worldwide with products including the Doritos Flamin' Hot Nacho and Flamin' Hot Limon. No stranger to bold flavors, the new addition embodies the chip's flamin' hot nature by combining heat with the cool ranch. The brand has taken a legacy flavor and injected a spicy new edge to bring consumers a new experience for the Dorito chip. For decades, Doritos Cool Ranch has been one of the most beloved flavors by fans. Now, Frito-Lay has revamped its staple snack for chip fans, launching in just in time for the new year. Doritos Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch is now available in stores nationwide. Get it while you can. There's no limited time. I don't have any thoughts. I already gave you my thoughts.
Yes,
but I
you did
will
give
tell. But I got some thoughts about Hershey raising the price of chocolate bars.
Oh, yes, go right ahead. Make your epic rant heard, buddy. I want to hear every word you have to say in the book, even if it's a cuss word. I don't care.
You know, back in the 80s, you could buy a piece of chocolate for only a nickel. Candy making giant Hershey intends to raise prices on every item it produces. A list that includes I could go all out if I really wanted to. That's what the kitchen lounge is for.
Yes, exactly. Go ahead.
But not all the time.
Yeah.
But not too extreme. A list that includes the chocolate bar and all its derivatives, such as Kit Kats and my favorite, Reese's peanut butter cups. Don't touch my Reese's.
Don't let go of my ego.
Look at my. Hey, what if I became the Hershey's mascot? I'm like, don't touch my Reese's.
Yes.
Oh, God. Oh, you just gave me an idea, Lennon.
Yes, go right ahead.
Instead of Lego my ego, don't touch my Reese's.
Hey, I dare you to make a short or a video and send it to them and see if they'll call you.
Hey, I like that. In a forecast of the company's financial future, Hershey executives say they'll try to increase sales in 2022 by raising the prices across all items. The company sold near $9 billion worth of candy last year. That's a 10% increase from a year prior. Pricing will be an important lever for us this year and it's expected to drive most of our growth. Michelle Buck, Hershey's chief executive, said Thursday, according to CNN. The price hikes could offset increased labor costs and inflation, the company said. Hershey's is not the only company with costlier products as of late. Starbucks announced Tuesday that it will raise prices for the third time since October. Inflation, which jumped 7% in the last year, the most since '82, and the cost of producing many staple and deliciously foods have recently forced many prices upward. Meat prices especially spent the winter in the flux, with some beef cuts rising to inexplicable levels. Fuck!
Yes, and we'll definitely that is the next article we'll be actually reading here shortly.
Grocery items, coffee, eggs, and milk. And I love my meat and potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Starbucks, now we're talking about Starbucks, said Tuesday is experiencing a rapid increase in supply chain costs in the U.S. related to the distribution and transportation driven by the supply chain staffing shortages. Like I said, get a job.
Mm-hmm.
The company said the disruptions were expected to continue into foreseeable future. Hersheys price increases were also the product of sugar dairy packaging materials jumping in cost. Stephen Volskule, the company's chief financial officer, said. Volskule added that the company was hoping to expand its workforce to relieve strained employees, CNN reported. According to NASDAQ, Buck Hersheys earned $19 million last year.
Wow. What do you think, buddy?
That's nothing. It's pretty much going to be the same thing with this, including this next article. The grocery items that will surge, not surge soda. By the way, check out the Surge movement. You can get Surge at your local Burger King with the Freestyle machine.
Woo-hoo.
Yes. Wow. But I want to see it in cans and bottles. Just like last year, shoppers can expect to see rising food costs continuing 2022. While grocery prices remain relatively unchanged before the pandemic between 2015 and 19, supply chain issues, labor shortages, and overall high demand across the U.S. have said to contribute an impending consumer price hike. Manufacturers and grocery stores have especially felt pressures of keeping essential items in stock. Oh no, number one is steaks. I'll get to that in just a little bit. Not only has this led to high production costs, but has turned led companies implementing measures like raising the prices for consumers. And it's not going to get better anytime soon. To better prepare for these changes, here's some staple foods that will see an increase, like my favorite, steaks. A lot of people you don't know this, but I love my steaks.
Mm-hmm.
I can see chicken there. Steaks has already been known to be a hefty price tag. Some of the Costco's are selling market 18-pack. Oh my, who would pay $750 for an 18-pack of steaks? Unless if they're really good, I wouldn't be paying $750. And I never had a Rastelli, but it must be a very good steak. I just rather get a New York strip steak. Some of the varieties are ready to get more expensive. CNBC reported that beef and veal prices have risen dramatically over the past year by 21.1%. That's a big increase. The news site suggested that the pandemic caused a major slowdown in beef production, and this extends to all types of meat, including some seafood and pork products. Meat organizations are taking matters into their own hands to try to keep steak prices from staying high into the new year, but the efforts aren't making as much as ground as hoped. When asked about the situation, the North American Meat Institute pointed, "Eat this, not that," to December 10th news release about who's to blame for the hikes in prices. The White House Economic Council is again demonstrating its ignorance of agricultural economics and the fundamentals of supply and demand. This argument is simply a rinse and repeat for their September attempts to blame meat and poultry companies for inflation that's not limited to food, but is being felt across the economy, Julian Allen Potts, the president and CEO of the Meat Institute, says in a release. I'm not going to read all the passages here. Like steak, chicken's also seen a price surge, up 9% from 2020. National Chicken Council President Mike Brown addressed the reason behind chicken's increased price. In a December 2021 news release, Brown stated that a 9% year-over price increase for chicken is barely outpacing inflation on top of the labor shortage. It's economics 101. Now, this one I don't care about because I don't like mayonnaise. Now, I'll use mayonnaise if I want to make Big Mac sauce. Companies like Kraft are amongst the top manufacturers of the beloved dressing in the world. I know that's annoying, folks. Yet, we all do it. It was reported by the Wall Street Journal that the parent organization, Kraft Heinz Company, is set to tell consumers that it will raise prices across many of its products, including mustard, with some items going as much as 20%. Eggs. Added to the list of more expensive protein items, consumers may soon notice the price difference of a carton of eggs. In 2021, CNN noted an 11.6 increase in costs at the same time as the year before. And now, cereal. Cereal was reported to be a 5% more expensive in the fall of this last year than it was in 2020. The surge possibly having no end in sight. Pretty soon we'll be paying $100 a box of cereal.
Oh boy.
And then we got text message. Potatoes, celery, and other heavier vegetables will have higher price tags next year because of higher freight costs. And that is our articles.
All right. Yes, guys. Well, this was a shortened version of the Kitchen Lounge. You guys, something, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And by the way, before we go, we are aware of everything that's going on in Russia and Ukraine. And,
pray for Ukraine.
Yes, definitely it is. I am currently watching CNN here in the background, and it's
That's
really
wonderful,
bad.
Lennon.
One of the
I don't even watch any of those channels.
Yeah, one of the reporters is out there, so in the midst of it. So yeah, so just keep everybody in your prayers, guys. Hopefully, things can get better and not worse. But yes, from us here at the Kitchen Lounge, guys.
I'm Alex Paris.
And I'm Lenins Kitchen. I bid you adieu. And guys, we will see you next month for another edition of the Kitchen Lounge. Bye-bye, everybody.
And keep on relaxing. That's all I can think of for now. Bye.
Bye.